Yeah, okay, everything's good. Unlike last time. Now I think you can actually hear me. Although, for fuck's sake, no, hold on, no. I have to disable a bunch of these things, because fuck that shit. I'm not doing all of that while doing the electronics project. Maybe during, I don't know, I'm not feeling that stuff. Anyway, hey, welcome to the stream. Let me see if I can disable a bunch of them. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's see here. This, no, okay. That I can do. That, sure. No. Can't do that. No. Yeah. Okay. I mean, no. Okay. Yep. They're all good now. All right. Shit, I'm busted, dude. If you're in class, wait. Oh yeah, wait. It's Sunday, of course. Okay. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. You have class. Imagine, bro. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the stream. For anyone else, if you're here, welcome to the stream. Today we are gonna do, what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue the battery project that I did last time. I have made a lot of progress already, but I was like, I'm gonna be working on it right now anyway, so I could stream it. I don't really mind. So we're gonna do that. But first, last time, I think we were ordering a bunch of parts, or no, I had already ordered stuff. I think I don't remember exactly. What was it last time? Yeah, no, I hadn't received anything yet because I couldn't do anything with the batteries. Or no, I had received the battery cells themselves, but not like the BMS and all the other stuff. But we have a lot of progress now in terms of what I'm about to show you. Kind of looks like it's a bomb, but it's not. I promise. So it's right here. This is the battery itself with the BMS on it. I've tried to make it look nice, and stuff. So these are the balancing leads, or the balancing wires, and they're attached to the BMS up here. Then we have all the cells. I packed them in Kapton tape, so because that's heat resistant, so this will protect them a little bit more. On the ends, I put like this like paper tape, which is also a pretty standard thing in batteries, and it's somewhat puncture resistant. I mean, not really, but it's a bit thicker, so it doesn't damage as easily. And I drew on it like what the connections are, so it's easier for me to visualize how or what. Then over here I've attached the negative to the battery negative to the BMS, and then here just taped on right now so it doesn't get touched to anything, but the outgoing negative wire. We have the last balancing lead. Soon, if I contact this to the positive pole of the battery, the BMS will actually start up, and it'll start to drain the battery a little bit. So that's why it's still loose. And then this is one of two outgoing connections, to be two, because I've left this so I can still stick that on. This is one, and then somewhere here in the middle is going to be another one. And if you're like, what, why two, I'll show you in a second. So I have that. I have prepared the plate a bit. I don't know what I had last time. I honestly don't even remember. But what I do know is that I have a lot to show, and a 3D model, and a lot of shit, and whatever. So we have the BMS, we have the battery itself, so this is pretty much one completed package. Then we have a battery display, or like a monitor, so if it's attached you can click on the button and it'll show you how full the battery is. We also I have a tiny fan in case it's needed, so I might build that in, I might not, depends on how or what, because if I did build that in, I would need it to turn on if it gets too hot. But then there's a lot of things, a lot of reasons why it's difficult to implement it, because I'd need a step down converter, or I'd need a voltage regulator at least to be able to have a consistent voltage so it's not loud, but it works and it cools, and then it only needs to turn on when it's too hot. And then I'd need like vents in there, which I can do that because that's just the 3D design part, but a lot of things. Then we also have this USB-C bidirectional charging board, which is kind of nice. It should be able to, in the end, charge the power or like the battery with 100 watts over USB-C, and should also be able to do the same discharging. Then what's next? Let's see, we have these USB-A boards. So we have USB plugs. It supports Quick Charge 2.0 or Quick Charge 3.0, I think. Gets a little bit warm sometimes, so I did put a tiny heatsink on it, but hey, anything's more than nothing. I have 2 of those. So yeah. Those only pull about 27 watts, so they're not that powerful, so they're gonna have a lot thinner wires. The big one's the USB-C is gonna have thicker wires. Oh, hey, by the way, Josh, welcome to the stream. How are you, man? I'm doing good. Uncle remembered the Twitch password. Yo, what's up? What's up? Wait, hold on. Wait. Yo, what's up? How you doing? Okay. Yeah. Right. Let me check some stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm explaining what we're doing today. So I have the battery. It's built, pretty much. Looks like a bomb, I know, but it has the BMS on it already. I don't have the fuse on it yet. I have a fuse that I'm going to use. It's a 16 amp fuse, so this BMS can output up to 15 amps, but it's like I have the fuse that so that basically if the BMS gets overloaded and it breaks or it shorts, especially if it shorts, then there's a physical fuse, replaceable of course, it'll just die. Wait, I may have just wandered into a stream that's completely up my alley. I hope it is. You know what? I don't know. It might be. Depends on what your alley is, but it might be a lot of fun. And yeah, I am building a battery, pretty much. Electrical engineer. I am studying mechatronics, so partially. And this is for a personal project. So this is kind of fun. Nice. Hey, if you're an electrical engineer, you might be able to give me some advice, or if I'm doing something stupid, you might be able to tell me. Which, actually, I would fucking love that, because, yeah, I am kind of learning as I go, and it's going well so far, because, okay, basically, I have a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing, or I let it catch fire. Well, I don't want this, like I don't want these 12 18650s to go up in flames, because I don't think it's gonna be only the 18650s. I think I'm gonna lose a lot fucking more here. But I'll tell you in a second. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm kind of learning as I go, but I have a bunch of knowledge of this already in terms of like, I know a bit about electrical safety and designing because I'm studying mechatronics, so I'm not completely blind. Of course, you go live when I'm about to go eat out. Fucking, I can't help it, bro. I'm just going live when I can and when I think it's worth it. Anyway, but yeah, so I have a bit of an idea, and then I'm adding to my knowledge as I go. But hey, if you have some good advice anywhere in between, fucking tell me immediately. I would love to learn more, always. Yes, so we are building a big battery, which is used for something I'll show in a second. Quick rundown of the project. Wait, no, actually I'll start that on another part. So, start of the project. we're going live at TwitchCon this year again with Big Boy Camera. Big Boy Camera can live stream directly, so I'm streaming it to my server as a relay and then streaming from my PC. To do that, I need a stable internet connection. Stable internet connection at a busy event where a lot of people are live streaming doesn't work that well, so Phone's Hotspot doesn't do a very good job of it. So I was like, hey, maybe bigger antennas can help. So I have this 5G router. It gets greater throughput, like upload throughput. So it has already worked. I still need to test it like in public transport or in other places where my phone has a bad signal just to see what it does, or in other busy places. But 5G router, it can accept anywhere between 9 to 50 volts DC. So I was like, okay, let me build a battery, because the battery I have for my camera works, but you know, I'm using that for my camera. So yeah, okay, so it's like I need a battery. Okay, 3 cell gets around the 9 volts, kind of too low. I'd prefer a higher voltage just to be safe, because it can go up to 50 volts, so fuck if that matters. So I decided, okay, 4 cell to have nice. We do something similar for the Defense Force IP over RF type shit. Oh, nice. But yeah, so I decided a 4 cell for the voltage between what, 10.8 to 6, technically 10.8, but you'd never get that low. But 10.8 to 16.8 volts. Then decided to do 3 parallel to have a greater capacity, and now I have a 4 series 3 parallel battery basically that I'm building. The one here is 4 series 3 or 2 parallel. I've measured the DTAP output, which is directly connected to the batteries themselves, not really through the rest of it, like behind the BMS of course, but this is 100 watt hours. This is about 142, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That the thing from CS2, just like, yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it's about 140, effectively 140 watt hours. So I was like, okay, I'm building basically one of these, so I might as well use DTAP then, because why the fuck not, if I'm basically building a battery that's compatible with anything I throw at this, so why not do it right the first time? I mean, I can use another plug, I could use an XT60 or an XT40 or whatever, but why? That's not compatible with anything else that I would use it for, so might as well do it right. Oh wait, yeah, I didn't turn on my heart rate monitor. Let me do that real quick. It might be a little high because it's cold in here. It's fucking cold in my room, bro. Where do I have it? There we go. Yeah. Okay, I've consented to everything. Can you fucking start? Thank you. Okay. Yes, so. Wait, I'm interested in the direct camera to stream pipeline. How's that working? I'll explain that in a second. But, so I'm basically now at the point where I'm building basically one of those batteries. Am I going to keep it at only DTAP? Might as well add some USB ports. And then I found an auction for these adapter plates. And this is 2 mini V mounts, so they go on here, and another one here, to a big V mount. And I was like, oh, it's like €1, might as well keep track of it. And then I got a notification, like, oh, there's only like 20 minutes left. And then I checked, and it was still at €1. I was like, what the fuck? So 5 minutes left on the clock. I added a new bid of, what was it? Of like €2, and then someone else did the same at the exact same time, so mine got cancelled. So I bid €3, and the timer just passed by, and then I got it. So I got 4 of these adapter plates for, okay, including shipping, and €16, which is fucking nothing. that's dirt cheap. I mean, it's an auction, but like, they're decent things. So I opened it up, took out the PCB, took out all the shit. This is the connector part, and then we have the back plate. The tape's on here so it doesn't scratch too much when I move it over my desk. But this one has the gold mount on the bottom, which is the same as this, or like the pins. It has a V-lock, and the nicest thing, it has a D-tap, and actually a bidirectional D-tap. So this one has a negative terminal on the two outsides and positive in the middle, meaning you can plug it in this way or turn it at 180 degrees and plug it in still. Great shit. Oh yeah, also the entire backplate's aluminium, so it's a lot stronger than the plastic I would otherwise be using. And because it has the V-mount stuff, I can also, in the end, when it's done, I can just mount it on the camera. I can use it as a full-on replacement of this one if I want to. And that for like a third of the price, which is incredible. So, D-tap plug, the gold mount plug, they both go in the back plate. Then I have a 100 watt bidirectional USB-C port. Good for heat dissipation too, exactly, and that's what, right, have you measured how hot the pack gets? Okay, so these cells they're Samsung cells, INR. They can use, they can output, I think, 10 amps each, meaning they can parallel output 30 amps. However, the BMS can only handle 15 amps. Therefore, they are staying so well within their limits that I'm not at all worried about the heat. Like, not at all. Like, again, okay, so it can output up to 15 amps, but I'm not even going to become, I'm not even going to come close to that, because even if I'm charging the entire thing at 100 watts, which I'm not even sure it's going to be able to handle. I don't even have a charger that handles 100 watts, but I have like 65 watts max. So, but theoretically at 100 watts, that's still at like only 75% of its capacity, I think. Wait, let me check that. So that's where the fuck's my hold on. Ja. Ja, graag. Ik ben live trouwens. Nou weet je dat. Joep. Okay, sorry. Anyway, that's 16.8 volts times 15 amps is 252 watts. So that BMS can, oh, actually, no, correct. Let me correct myself. That's discharge. Charging is only 8 amps. So that's 16.8 times 8 amps is 134 watts. Yeah, I'm staying well with it. I'm staying well within all possible limits, I think. So I'll be fine. Oh yeah, and also mostly I'm going to be using it for the router, and this one pulls a maximum of 16.5 amps. Like it's rated maximum smaller than sign 16.5 watts. I am so in the clear for anything. Like, I have nothing to worry about. So that's actually really nice. I see nothing wrong with it. Exactly. So I am all good. The only thing I'm kind of fearing is this thing. I've read the reviews after I've bought it, and they're meh. Like it gets very warm. Meh. So I'm using the back plate as for heat dissipation. And how's the BMS attached to the cells, though? I'll tell you in a second. I have a sort of like schematic of it as well. This is going to be the most shitty you've ever seen, and you're going to hate me for this, but it's the best thing I could think of, because it comes with this tiny fucking heatsink right here. However, that would mean I'd need airflow. And I don't want airflow, because having adding this little fan, I could, but I'd need a regulator, I'd need a temperature, like a thermal switch probably, and it's just a nightmare, and I don't like it. So I wanted to see if I could use the back plate, and in this thing, in this one, there's a thermal pad, and I did that, and then a piece of aluminium, and then thermal, like double-sided thermal tape. and basically I'm gonna be putting it on like this. It kind of sucks, but I hope it dissipates enough heat, or it passes enough heat through it to be able to not absolutely fucking burn through. I mean, this thing I'm pretty sure has thermal protection as well, so it won't actually burn through, I think. But like, I think it's like, if it gets too hot, it'll just lower its output. I'm pretty sure I did read that, so it'll just slow charge. Sucks, but whatever. I'm probably going to be charging it through the DTAP port mostly anyways, so the bidirectional USB-C is just more of a nice to have. Okay, then yeah, the two USB-A ports, I think I did show you that. Now, you asked me how the BMS is attached. I did it according to the schematic that was on the product page itself. This is a DALI BMS. I got the recommendation to go for at least a decent brand, which I've heard DALI is decent enough at least. So this is it's a passive balancing BMS, meaning, you know, it might not be the best way, but it's cheaper, because I'm not about to pay like 70-80 euros for a fucking BMS for this thing, because then I might as well just buy another one of these. It's not worth my money. Also, for the I'm not getting a lot extra of it. How is the BMS attached? Yes, so yeah, I can just show the schematic because I wired it exactly to what I'm supposed to. This is appropriate for the project scope. I know, that's why. Let me open it. Let's see. I can show this without doxing. Yes, I can. So this is basically how it's attached. The bottom port, by the way, is not in this schematic, but it's the same way parallel as everything else. Also, I have not drawn the fuse in here, but that's going to be on the positive side. Because, or no, that's going to be on the negative side. My bad. I mean, it doesn't really matter where the fuse is, so long as everything goes through it, which it will. But yeah. Okay, so this is the way the BMS is attached, exactly as it's supposed to. And then everything on the output's just in parallel, I think. So I think that should be fine. This, by the way, in the bottom, that's a resistor I needed to change, so that one's ordered. That needs to be changed on the USB-C output to set the correct capacity of the batteries. Yes. Okay. I think this should be fine. Yeah, so the fuse is going to be in here. What I'm also doing, I'm doing a sort of load balancing by having two different outputs on the positive end. So I'm having this one right here, this one, and then this one has another one. It's going to bend around and it's going to attach like to the side here. Doesn't really fucking matter, but I was like, otherwise I'd have to, okay, otherwise I would have to solder multiple of these thick fucking wires to each other. And thinner wires. I have a few copper plates. I have two of these copper plates that I'm gonna use as like makeshift bus bars. But I mean, if I don't have to, then that, you know, saves a lot of effort. Okay, cool. I like it. So this is good enough so far for the electrical engineer. Hell yeah. Using that C as a charge port 2, says in out. Yes. So it is a bidirectional USB-C port that it supports 100 watts both ways. So yeah, it's going to be able to charge through it, which it's a really nice feature. I like it because, okay, if I don't have it, that means I have to always, and I mean always, charge it using this adapter with the DTAP plug. By the way, I made DTAP on it. It wasn't on there originally. but it is a lithium-ion battery charger, 16.8 volts, 5 amps, and constant current and then constant voltage. So it's the right profile. Where was that ground going? I saw it's positive route. Confused. Here. What do you mean? Explain to me what you mean. Ground for USB-C, like the negative terminal. Yeah, it's the same. It's all parallel. So, yeah. Okay, and also, am I correct if I say the following? Let's say I charge it through the D-tap port, and then I plug something into either of the USB ports or the USB-C port. Will it then just output to the USB ports for whatever's necessary, and then with all of the rest of the energy, it'll just charge the... Oh, fuck. Yeah, ads. Wait, I'll wait! Ah! Yes. Love ads. I didn't even get the notification to snooze it. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck's sake. You know what? I'm gonna take this time to actually put something on because I'm cold as fuck. Ah. Okay, that's better. Okay, back. Yes, good. I'm also back. So, if I'm not mistaken, but please give me this little bit of advice. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, basically, if I charge it over D-tap, and then of course it charges the batteries. But if I then add something to either of the USB outputs, including USB-C, it'll just send power that way, and then charge the battery with whatever's left, right? And also, if the output exceeds the input, then it'll just use the full input and a little bit of the batteries, right? Or am I mistaken on that somewhere? Will it fuck up? Am I able to do that safely, just use in and outputs whatever way I like, or will it fuck up? And there's also a scenario of like, what if you... I'm not gonna do it, but it's like, what if I plugged it, if I charged over D-tap, so with the adapter, and then also put a charger into the USB-C in output? I mean, so long as it doesn't exceed the maximum... I mean, it'll... Yeah, no, the BMS won't like it because it can handle a maximum of 8 amps. So in this case, these two will exceed that power. But technically, if it didn't, then would it just charge faster? Would it mess up something? I don't think so. I mean, everything's parallel. It'll just send it to the rails, basically. Right? Anyway, yeah, that's basically the question. Those are other questions. So, yeah. I am quite far with all of this, and I also have a lot of the 3D design work already done, but I am now adding all the ports and seeing where, and then I'm going to have to support all the ports, because it's not as simple as just a hole for the USB-C port. No, I need to make sure that if you plug something in, it's not going to push it back, so it needs to have some support from the back, and the same with the USB-A ports, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. And also I need to support the D-tap so it doesn't actually fall out, because currently it's going to be supported in a way of pulling it outwards but not pushing it inwards. It needs to be held in place actually, so I'm going to add that as well. Yeah. Anyway, let me see something. Yes. For now though, welcome to SolidWorks. I'm gonna put my camera in the bottom right actually. Welcome to SolidWorks. Yeah, I have made a lot of it. Wait, actually I'll show this one first. Yes. So right on here we have this the backplate pretty much. It's modeled to an extent of, well, this back part's just mostly for orientation purposes, so it's easy for me to know which direction is which. Like that this is the top and this is the bottom and all. And on the inside I have modeled a lot of this as accurately as I could. And then, yeah, it all fucking sucks. Like, you'd think, oh, this curve is centered around this hole. No, the fuck it ain't. The center of this part is like here, or like somewhere here, and then here, for example, these two, like if you look at this physically, they kind of flow over into each other, and the radius kind of sucks, and it's, oh my god, this was a nightmare to model. Like, I first had this model here, hole test, kind of, sort of, yeah. Those are interesting questions that would need more in-depth look. I don't want to say A-OK and it's not A-OK. Yeah, but theoretically, it should work fine, right? It'll pull power from any source it can, or push power to wherever it can. I'm saying power because you're putting the voltage on it, and it'll just push the amps and shit. I know this all in Dutch, but yeah, don't know it that well in English. Anyway, but that should work like that in parallel, right? Because it'll just, so long as the end results fine. I mean, yeah, no, it should. Anyway, then I did the second test with a lot more of the. So this one's just a flat sheet. This one actually has a lot of the edges on it already, and then this one here is a final version that fits on quite well, has the holes in the right locations, and then from that on I am now building everything. Can you simulate the circuit and hook up that scenario? I mean, I'm not going to be charging it from two sources, so I'm not going to, not too bothered about it. But like the discharge, or charging and discharging at the same time, I don't think that should be a problem. Because again, if I'm inputting power, I mean, maybe the BMS doesn't like it, that it's going to get like barely any power, but I mean, what's the worst that could happen though? Like like for example, the V-mount adapter, it's just going to output 16.8 volts at a maximum of 5 amps. And if the USB port pulls, then it pulls, and whatever's left will go into the battery. I mean, I don't think the battery's going to pull everything and then the USB port's going to do something weird, right? I mean, I don't think it can. Maybe the USB-C port wouldn't like it too much because it's bidirectional. But I don't know. I don't really see too much of a problem. I think it will be fine. And even if it wouldn't, you know what? I might just not mess around with it too much, because I have made the capacity great enough to be able to last me the entire day with that router, and it does that fine because it's 140, let's just say 140 watt hours. I think it's like 146, but 140, keep it on the low end. Maximum of 16.5 amps gives me what is it, or maximum of 16.5 watts, so that's 140 divided by 16.5. It's like 8 hours. Oh no. So if the router runs at maximum power draw, which it won't even get near, it'll last me 8.5 hours. Let's say it's more realistic at 7 watts, because it's idling at 4, I think. So realistic with only the Wi-Fi network and a 5G connection, it'll last me 20 hours. Okay, ooh, no, let's make it 8 watts. Oh no, it's 17.5 hours. I'll be fucking fine. Like, I don't need to charge it really while using it, but it's more of a, theoretically it should be fine, right? But no, okay, anyway. So all of the shapes, all of the forms, this part here is, I decided not to model it too much, I just can't put anything there. Then here on the top we have the DTAP ports that's gonna fit in here. This is where, well, there's like this drop down here on the sides, but I just needed to fill it up. So yeah. Then I'm gonna, so that's the back plate. I'm gonna hide that and I'm gonna show this part. This is so far what I have. So what we have, remember this side, like this side is the side that goes onto the back plate. I'm gonna use 5 out of 6 screws because otherwise the battery won't fit in here. I mean, if I turn it another way it will, but that means that this is going to get even deeper, meaning the weight's going to shift further back, and then on the hand it's going to be bigger than it needs to be. I'm trying to keep it small if I can, so you know. So I'm going to use 5 out of 6. Well, it'll be fine. It'll be more than fine. Then these parts are here to hold the battery in place, and they're only partially because, well, yeah, I'll show. So let me go back to the camera. So, don't mind the mess. What we're gonna have, I'm gonna leave that in there, is I'm just gonna use a wire to keep it in place so it doesn't, yeah, so just to keep it like up to the right height. Okay, so this here on this side is gonna sit against like the outer plastic part against the case, which is gonna be like against this side right here. So remember, this here is the bottom. The bottom is the part currently nearest to the camera. Then this is where the DTAP is, which is on the top. So back to this. This is, so bottom, top. We're gonna have the battery here, and to fill up this like bottom part, like only where my finger is gonna be a support, which is again this part here on the bottom. So we have this entire bit to support like the battery on the bottom side, because there's going to be a wire running across here, which I'll actually show in a second. So it's going to be supported like here and here. Then this side's kind of empty because there's a bunch of space left. So, but since this wire is also running here, and there's going to be an attachment for this one, basically this one is going to run across. It's going to run across the back, sort of like this. Wait, sorry. Sort of like that. I'm gonna run diagonally across that. So I could, and because of the balancing leads here, I can only support it here and here, because those are the two places where there's nothing. So it can only be supported from the side, from that side, because I also have to remember I have to slide everything in. So think of this thing upside down, sliding into the case or putting the case on here. So can't support it over here because it needs to go over the wires. Can't do that. So yeah, that means this support right here, and then this one here on the top as well, and then this bar, and that bar is gonna go right on top of the BMS. So that's here, and there's that second support cube right here, and the first one here. So then it's kind of tight on all sides, should be, so that should be good enough. Then right now I am measuring, like yesterday I've measured out where this is going to go and where the I'm gonna use this to prop it up. Where the D-tap exactly is going. Come on. Support it. Dude. Good enough. It's gonna go right there. Might be a little bit hard to see. But over there, the battery tester is probably gonna go here on the top. I would do it in the front, but then I'd have input output on this side, input output on the top, and then the display on the front. I mean, this one has that. It has its display like on the front, but since this display also is it needs its own button, I'm like, I could do it on the front, but why not do it on the top? Might be easier. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna put that probably somewhere on here. I don't think I can actually do this. I'll figure it out. Then the two USB-A ports are either gonna be they're either gonna be above the D-tap like this, like sideways, or they might be straight, or they might be stacked. I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm gonna do them sideways due to the way I want to mount them. Yeah, but first, right now in the design, I'm making the support for the USB-C port, so how that's gonna be held in place properly, and also how it's gonna be pushed down onto the thermal pad, because it's a bit squishy, so it can be pushed down on it. And due to basically the direction of printing and the layer direction, I'm probably going to do these sideways. But again, I'll explain that in a second. So that's kind of the plan. If necessary, I could add this fan still on this side somewhere. And I also need to make a negative rails, or a rail for all the negative, for the negative side of the battery. And I'm probably going to put that somewhere in here then. I don't know yet for sure how I'm going to do it. But the positive end, what I'm going to do is this one is going to, you know, be on there. And then I'm going to have two thinner wires for the USB-A ports probably. And they're going to run out to that. That's what I meant with load balancing. It doesn't really matter because I could use just one wire. But again, rails sucks. Using these two with thinner wire because it's only 27 watts each, and attaching them to this one, which is then directly attached to the battery, and then the cable I mounted on the battery is going to be used for both the D-tap and the USB-A or USB-C port, and the display is going to be mounted somewhere. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't pull shit, so it's going to be mounted to either of the two, whichever one's easiest. So yeah, that's kind of the plan right now. So I'm currently designing, again, the part that's going to hold the USB-C port in place. And after that, I'm going to continue with the mount for the D-tap plug. And then I'm going to also continue with the mount of the USB-A ports. This is all assuming there's going to be no fan in there. I might have to add that, but I might not. We'll see. What I'm also going to do is this USB-C board has 4 LEDs on it here. And those LEDs are used to display its charging and discharging or whatever. I might as well use external LEDs because this is going to be fully encased and I can't see them then. And I tested it yesterday. If I plug this in, currently it's going to start blinking. And let me see, what was the polarity? Yeah, you can sort of see, yeah, there you go. So this is now blinking with that other one, so I'm just gonna probably solder some small wires to it and yeah, do it that way. It'll be fine, I think. I don't know. This is, but that's the kind of fucking around and finding out that doesn't really have that big of consequences, so it doesn't really matter too much. So that's where we're at. That's where we stand currently. Yeah. Let's right now though continue, and we're gonna design, because there's not a whole lot more that needs to be done currently. Besides that, I mean, yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to assemble the whole thing, but I'm gonna first have to have this 3D printed, and then la 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 la, and a lot of other shit. So I've got some time, but that's gonna be somewhere this week. Also, my role of Captain Tip is still at my university. Whoops. Somebody borrowed it, and then motherfucker forgot it. God damn it. That's a little bit too bright. Yeah, okay, that's good. So yeah, I have made the shape of the USB-C port and of its like metal outer layer. So this should be good enough to have it set in there. Then this right here is going to be the shape of the part that's going to go on top of the USB-C board to support it. And this is probably gonna then, so there's going to be like this plate outwards that's going to support it, and then there's going to be probably some support all the way up to this bar maybe. Let's see. We'll see exactly how I do that. But it's going to be, I want it to support like all the way on the top plate that's going to be on here, because that way I can actually guarantee that it's pushing down well on the USB-C port, because it needs to be pushed down again quite well. And then it also needs to be held, so I'm going to have to make it fall over the back. We'll see exactly how I do that. And then the way I want to hold the USB-A ports is let me here. So the USB port sticks out a little bit further than the PCB. Difficult to see because it's the same color. Here, there you go. A little bit further. So that's the same with the USB-C port, though. So that's why there's the little indent in the plastic. Anyway, I'm gonna probably make it a wide slot, so it just like basically, so you put it in like that, and then on the back there's gonna be a little like a little hook that's gonna be spring loaded, and it's gonna go over the board, and it's gonna hold it in place that way. Basically, if that part's printed this way, then those are going to be layers on top of each other. They're just going to break off. So I need it to print, like, if it's going to print like this, I need it to be like this. I need the board to be like this. So it's going to print the entire hook in one go, and then in multiple layers. Because, well, direction of printing and strength. But yeah, so that means it won't break off. That's why I was thinking of mounting these sideways, because it's going to be printed height-wise, or let me show you on the model again. It's going to be printed this direction, so if I mount them like this, like horizontal, if I mount them horizontal, then print layer direction hook's going to be vertical, and layer's going to break off. If I make the USB port vertical, means the hook's going to be horizontal, meaning it's all on one layer. It's going to be a lot stronger, but we'll see how that goes. For now, again, I'm going to continue with this part. This part right here, which is where I have left off last night. So we're gonna edit this part, and we're gonna continue the design. Let's see. Okay. So this is on the inside. Then how? Yeah, I kind of need 3 cameras. I need my webcam, and I also need a camera on my desk, but I don't have a camera on my desk, which kind of sucks. How do I do that? I don't know. Because I don't want to have to point the camera down all the time. You know what? I'm just going to say what I'm going to measure. I'm going to measure the length of the USB-C board, which is going to be a nice 48 millimeters exact. Damn, really? .4804. Am I gonna make it? I need it. I want it to fit like as perfect as it can be. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult then. Okay, how do I do this? So it's 4804, but I want it to just have it. I want it to fit tightly. I might be able to just sand away or like just cut away any material that makes it too thick. So I might just make it a little bit thicker. Or should I just make it exact fit and we'll see what happens. So that's 4803. Wait, is that correct? Ooh, what's it doing? What the hell? Okay, my calipers just did some weird shit. 47.8, wait. 0. Again, 48.06 now. Okay, so I'm gonna make it 48.1. Pretty much. Should be good. So what I'm gonna do... Am I gonna make it only these two parts? No. Okay, so this one features extruded boss base. That's gonna be 48.1. Okay. Then 48.1 brings it up to exactly the end, but I probably want it to be a little bit... do I want it to be longer? You know what, I'll see about that in a second. I can always make it longer. Then there's also these two holes here, here on the front side, that are going to be able to, you know, locate it well. So I'm going to have to... Oh, fuck. I need to know the hole size of that. This one doesn't fit through it, right? Barely doesn't. And this is 2.36, so it's probably going to be a 2 millimeter hole. So M2. I think this is M2.5, the screw I have. You know what? I'm just going to hold it up. God damn, I need more light. Should fit then. My measuring says this screw should fit into this hole, yet it does not. Well, that's interesting. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna assume that the hole is 2.1 millimeters. That's small enough. Then on here, I'm gonna make a sketch. What is it? Sketch. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna add 2 little pins. Now I'm just gonna have to measure out. Oh yeah. First of all, I'm gonna make these 2 equal and define one of them at 2 mils. Or 2.0, 2.1. Okay. Then how far from the front? I'm never gonna fucking tell how far this is. Ah, that sucks. Oh wait, actually I can measure this part, which is gonna be 1.1. And this part, so 3.22 minus 1.1 gives me 212. Fuck. You know what? That sucks. I'm just gonna eyeball this shit. Fuck yeah. You know what? That's about right. Yep. So this to here is going to be 1.1 as well. Sorry. 2.1. My bad. That sounds a bit better. Yeah, it's about 2.1. Okay. So at 2.1 with that, then I need to know how far apart they are. And they are centered around middle, right? Oh fuck, they might not be. Oh, they're not centered around the middle. God damn it. Also, this and this, I'm gonna make them vertical because they are the same that way. Okay, and between the ports, 9.5. Oh, wait a second. Oh, the board's not equal. Oh, you motherfucker. The USB-C port's not fucking centered. Dude. The USB-C port's not in the middle of the board. Oh, I hate that. What the hell? Nah. Nah, but like for real. Okay, wait. Look at those holes. Look at those holes. So on this side, there's a bit more space between the hole, like the outer side of the hole and the edge of the board, than on this side. And I measured it, and it's like between the USB-C port and the edge of the board on the side that has the extra space, it's like 13.4 mils. But on the other side, it's only 11.5. Dude. Oh, that sucks. Bruh. Oh, fuck. That means that this alignment's also fucked. This alignment. Oh, my God. Okay. That really sucks. Okay, I'm gonna have to measure this again, though. Let's see. So this is that one. So we have this sketch. Is okay. I made it so that this one here is centered with this, but that's not correct now. So the board's, so that I made that 34, and the actual width of the board is like 33.8. 33.8. So I'm fine with this. It's a little bit wider, which is fine. Okay, how am I gonna define this? Am I gonna make it, am I just gonna calculate it? You know, that might be the easiest. So on the shorter side, between the outer casing, no, I need the inner side because okay. This port here, this inner port is, oh wait, fuck, I'm on the wrong thing. Haha, funny. I am so fucking funny. Okay, yeah, no, I was on here, the sketch of this. So I've made it so that this one here is centered with this one, so say middle. So that means that this and this, it ain't right anymore, whatever. Now, how am I gonna offset this? So this figure here of the USB-C port's accurate. That's according to the actual specs of the USB-C port. And this inner one is just, it's got some extra space. So I need to measure from the inside of the USB-C port to the outer edge of the PCB to know exactly what its distance is, which is going to be a nice, again, eyeballed, but hey, 12.15. So then 12.15 plus 0.1, because this is 0.2 bigger, so then this one here, middle, vertical, no, I need the God damn it. Yo, Ethan, what's up? So the midpoint's gonna be deleted. Then the distance between, between this midpoint right here and this outer edge is gonna be 12.25. Okay, that should be right. At work on Brick at the moment. How is it going? It's going all right. It's going all right. Look at this 3D model that we're making. It's kind of nice. So inside to the outer edge, again 12 point. It measures 12 point. 12.0? No. Is it? Oh fuck! Does it measure 12? Wait, that's on... Oh, it's the other side, actually. Wait. I'm so confused. Oh, that's on the other side. Haha. So the one I was sketching was, or that I was trying to do, was on this edge. For fuck's sake. That to this side is 12 point, I'll make it 2. Okay. That means between the USB-C port and the capacitor that's on the top, there's 2.35. And if I now measure this to here, no, that's, for fuck's sake, midpoint, no, there we go. To here is 3.2. I mean, I'm fucking eyeballing this. I can't even properly see. Oh, whatever. It's fine. But yeah, no, it's going good. It's going quite good. And now this should all be fine still. God, this is some mental gymnastics. Like this is why this takes a long time. And I could do this over multiple test prints, but this is going to take a few hours to print and I don't want to waste too much. So I'd rather be designing a lot and then make it correct pretty much first try than having to redesign it a few times. I know it could be easier to do it that way, but like I have a 3D printer, but that one has its issues often, so I kind of try to not use it. So to print this, I need to do it at my university, so I have to like get the model there, and then can only be printed during the week, and then have to wait for it for 3 to 4 hours, probably 4 hours, which is actually kind of really fast, but it'll be on a Prusa Mark IV Prusa. What is it? I don't remember what it was. I don't something like that. Anyway, it prints fucking fast. That's what I know. But I have to wait for it to be done. So either I have to wait at my university, or I have to pick it up the next day, which I could do, which I probably will do. But basically, to have one printed takes about a day and a half. Then, to like the full process, because it's printed, for example, on Monday, and then I could pick it up on Tuesday. So then I could revise it on Tuesday and get it printed again on Tuesday, but I'm probably going to assemble it at home, so I have to go back to my university. Yeah. Probably I'd rather have it right mainly first time. Anyway, so yeah, Ethan, we're building the battery. That's basically what's going on. It's very interesting, trust me, absolutely. I could also try to measure the outside of the USB-C, because it's plus 0.3 in thickness. So the thickness of this housing, the USB-C's housing, is 0.3 mils. And then if I add that to what I measure, or if I subtract that from measuring this, let's just check if my measurements are correct. This is 20.6, 20.6 or 20.3. 20.3. So 20.3 should be from this midpoint to here. So that's 20.6 now. Minus 0.1 for this extra, so that's 20.5. Something's gone wrong. Also actually measure the full inside of this. So this inside isn't that exact, or pretty exact. 8.2. And if I measure that to right here, that's 8.4. Fuck. I'm gonna have to redo that first. You know, no. Would I rather have it bigger? Yes. I'm gonna keep it at 8.4. Okay, so I am gonna leave it the way it is. So the 0.6, so that's 0.2 on, what did I say? It's 8.2, right? Actually, I could measure the outside, which is 8.96. So that's 8.96. Make it 9. Minus 0.6. So that's 8.4. So it is 8.4, dude. Okay, it's 8.4. 8.4, and then to this outside is 20.5. So then 20.5 minus, yeah, 20.5 minus 0.3 gives me 20.2. But again, this was 20.6 if I remember correctly. This measured 20.6, which is kind of a problem. God damn it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just make it this one go away because it's easier to measure this way. So I'm gonna add this one, motherfucker, that to here. It's gonna be 20 point, add 0.1, so 20.2. What was it? What did I calculate? Fuck! Ah! Oh, this is why it takes so long after, because I'm not writing anything down I should, but I'm not. I have to rethink all the time. This was 20.5, so that makes 20.2, 20.3, because added 0.1, 20.3, so I'm gonna make it 20, yeah, 20.3, yeah, no, I will. Okay, and that means that this one from here should now measure, this measures 22.1, and if I measure it on this side, it gives me, oh, you piece of shit. It gives me 22.2. 22.2. But this one should be 22, and then the thickness is 0.3. So that I'm missing 1/10. Not that it all matters that much, but like, oh, you know, I'll leave it like this. It should be. It's fine. It'll be all right. Okay. Okay. Then. Okay. So this one here is 9 mils. That's this. It's this space here, and there's a little edge on this side, and that's gonna be the 2.3 over here. Measuring that again gives me 2.92. Oh wait, it gives me more than I thought. 2.53. Okay, no, 2.53. So 2.3 is good. Yeah, that means it'll fit. It'll actually fit once I print it. That. Okay. Then those holes. This one's now good. Okay. Edit sketch. Now how are we gonna do this? This is gonna be this way. What I could do is measure the outside. No, I want it from the USB-C port. But if I measure from the USB-C port, that means I'm gonna okay. This one to this middle is gonna be, again, this direction. Yes. It's going to be 18.5. 18.5 minus 0.3. Or wait, no, it's from the other side. God damn it. So this one to here. This one gives me, fuck, what was it? 18.5, right? 18.5. So 18.5, 18.2. Yes. Then I'm gonna do this one to there, which is going to be, I hope this is going to also be 18 or like 18 and a half. Yeah, I'm gonna make it 18.3 or 18. Yeah, we're gonna do it 18.3, and I'm gonna do the same here, 18.3, because it was slightly off. So this should then be a pin that's gonna stick out. This does it have a diameter or a? Oh, is it a radius or diameter? That's 1.5. So yeah, that should be good. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Am I also going to add the tab on the back? Do I? What's smart? So the problem with the tab on the back is going to be kind of the shape it's going to be, because on this you have the battery attachment points right here, which are probably going to come out this way, so to the bottom, or maybe the other way, I'll see. But basically I can't put anything there in terms of support, but I have to have something hanging over the edge. So so I have to have it hanging over the edge, so I might be able to only do that. Let me, do I have anything to point with? Yes, screwdriver, always good. So I have to probably do that only in this tiny bit, because through this side I can't, because there's the hole. I mean, I could make it so that it goes over here, and then it's weak. So probably this one single direction, but then also because of the print direction, it's going to be kind of weak to push against. But I don't think I have to push it too hard. But I will make it thicker. I'll make it thick. I guess. But first this. Okay, so how thick am I gonna make it? Not the sketch. Sketch is fine. This feature is currently 48.1, and the end result okay. Basically, if I want to make it, how thick do I want to make it? Let's say. Also, I can always glue it down. I'd rather have it 48.3, I think. So 0.3. If I want to make it, how thick do I want it? It's kind of the question. Okay. Just put it down. Yeah, for fuck's sake, I keep forgetting that I have to switch my scenes. How thick do I want it? I think I might want it like only 3 mils. I could do a 3 mils. I could do a little bit more. Point this one down a little bit. A little bit more. So 3 mils is kind of, it's not much, because it'll only be a thin fucking tab. So will that be enough? It's kind of questioning. These are going to be around here, meaning that'll be supported. Put these here. I like physically holding the USB-A boards, because they're going to have the same. They're going to also have supports, and I'm gonna make that a whole structure so I can kind of, if I look at it, think like, okay, I'm gonna end up supporting that anyway, so I can make it this way and that way and whatnot. It's gonna be around here. So here and here, and gets me moi. Okay, so I'd rather make it a bit thicker. So I'm gonna probably make it, what, 4 mils? Gonna be fine. Okay, 4 mils is a lot. Could do 5. Nah, I'll do 4. So that means 52.3. Yeah, 52.3. Okay, then this sketch will now have, oh, not a smart dimension. It'll have this to here with a thickness of 4 mils. Okay. And then this is going to be a feature extruder boss base. How far do I want it to come out? The pins would only need, okay, so the PCB's thickness is 1.61. Make that 1.6. I want it a little bit thicker than that because I want to support it. I can always cut the pins down, just snapping them off, partially at least. So I'll make it 2 point. Oh, I'll make it 2.5 probably. Should I make it 3? I'll make it 3. Ah, fuck it, why not? Okay, then we're gonna do a funny, which is cutting into this. So now I made this entire thing, and now I'm gonna take a big fucking hole out of it. Yeah, exactly. Yo, Rhett, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing, man? I remember your name, but that's been a long time. When were you last here? Oh no, you were here not too long ago. Find you? I'm doing good. We're building a battery. So basically I'm building a bomb. No, I'm kidding. I'm not building a bomb, Twitch. Please don't ban me. I'm not building a bomb. I'm building a battery. Chill. No. I mean, it looks like it, but it'll be in a case, so it's gonna be fine. Yes. Okay, now where are we at? Okay, I need this sketch. This one got me 9 mils 2.3. Okay. 9 mils 2.3. Then here, sketch. That's 9. And this is, fuck off. 2.3. Actually, that's not going to be all the way up there, up to there. What country are you from again? The Netherlands. I am Dutch. I'm gonna do that 6.5 mil? 6.7 I could. I'll make it 6.5. Fucking hell. 6.5. I'm American. Ah, okay. I see. Then from this end, I'm also gonna take away a part. So this is still gonna be 2.3. Let's see, how am I gonna do all of this? Okay, so this. Yeah, so that part. How far? Oh, that's a protection. Oh, there was a protective plastic on the back of this. Oh, nice. Oh, that's nice. That's good shit. I was like, why the fuck does it look so damaged? This thing's fucking new. I've only had this for like 2 months, 2.5 months, I think. Yeah, so like I was like, why the fuck is it damaged? Well, that explains. I'm gonna make this 5 mil. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna make it 5 mil. So it's gonna be 5. It's gonna be cut out. Am I gonna do that as well? Don't think I will. No, it's gonna be fine that way. Then out here, I'm also gonna cut a square, which is gonna have this also at 5 mil. So am I gonna cut that out completely? Wait. No, I'm not gonna cut that out completely. Ooh. Split here. Remove that. Yeah, whatever. Fuck off. This one still 2.3. Back, bros, this SolidWorks? Yes, it is. It's SolidWorks. You paying for that shit? No, this is my school's account. Or like I got a license from my uni because we need it. Yeah, no, fuck no. If I'm not, fuck no, I'm not paying for this personally. Hell no, dude, you crazy? I'm gonna make that probably 7 mils. Okay, so this is gonna be 7. But this is so overpriced. Yeah. Again, the reason why I don't buy it. Dude, I'd use fucking Tinkercad if I had to. Like, I don't care. If I can 3D design in it, I'll be fine. Honestly, Tinkercad, like, it ain't that good. It's really simple, as you might know. But, like, I've made some pretty good shit in it. Honestly, if you know how to use it well. That's the thing with any tool. Even outside of 3D, and just any tool ever at all. If you know how to use the tool to its full capability, you can do so much. Like if you yeah, you could use Fusion, of course, but like with Tinkercad, if it's just adding and subtracting shapes, and it can do that to quite a bit of accuracy. So to actually a lot of accuracy if you want to. So now imagine you just know what your end result needs to be. You just start designing parts and start adding and subtracting shapes. Like this entire thing here, I could make this in I could make this just fine in Tinkercad. Like it's a different process, but it's not difficult, and it's not like it cannot do it. It can very much do this easily. Just you have to know how to do it. Like these shapes, for example, it's interesting, or these radii here. It's a lot more difficult to do, but I could do it. Again, just you can align things, you can add, subtract. It'll work. Just takes a bit of effort, but takes effort with this as well. Again, I wouldn't want to do it in Tinkercad, but I could if I needed to. And I would have if I needed to. I'm gonna make this 8.5, I think, deep. It's 8.52. Yeah, no, 8.5. 8.5. Oh, damn, that's exactly... What the hell? Oh, that... Yo! We love it when completely arbitrary values end up being perfect matches. Literally. This is insane. Like, the fucking... The measure... The distance... Like, okay, the distance the battery is going to be from the bottom is just a value I chose to have this wall be thick enough. Then... the value I chose for the end of the battery support for this bar was just a value I chose that should be good enough. And the thickness of this, just a value I chose. Then the placement of this USB-C port, again, pretty much just a value I chose, just from this edge to here, to like the edge of the port. I think it's like 15 mils. But that this and this is all in exact values somewhere to the point that I made this 8.5. By the way, again, this is like, this spacing is all kind of weird values, but it just lines up. Oh, that's fucking good, because that means, so this is going to be a part that's going to stay, meaning I can just draw a part all the way up to this bar. I can make this one big support, meaning it'll actually push down. Depending on if the USB-A ports fit then. This one's going to be about here. Second one's going to be about right there. Oh yeah, they'll fit. Oh, that's... No, this is genuinely... This is awesome. Holy shit, that's really nice. Wait. What's the project for? I am building a bigger version of this battery. Building a battery to power the 5G router I'm going to use at TwitchCon. And just building a power bank. I was like, okay, so besides the TwitchCon part, it's like, this is a cool project. I want to do this, because why not? Like it's really sick. So hey, let's do this project. And then main, like... thing that got me started on this was to build a battery for the 5G router at TwitchCon, but it's just going to be a big fucking power bank in general. It's going to be useful either way. And I also learned a lot from this. Okay, wait. let's see if I can basically it's going to be supporting here. It's going to be supporting this little part here, this little part right here still. And the bar is going to be right here. And then the USB-A ports are all the way over here, meaning they will not interfere with that, and that can just go straight up. Dude, that's awesome. Like, that's genuinely fucking awesome. Okay. What CAD do you use? I use SolidWorks. Yes. Actually, didn't I want this scene rather? Does it really matter too much? No, I'll keep it on this because I have it on a button. You're gonna bring a router to TwitchCon? Yes, yes I will. Look at this beast. Big boy motherfucker. And the reason I'm gonna bring this, because I need a stable connection to be able to run a live stream, and the connection there kind of fucking sucks. Always does. Always has. So I was like, hey, bigger antennas might actually help dealing with stuff. So I looked into it and I tested it, and basically I bought this one, and this one already outperforms my phone in terms of upload speed. Download speed it doesn't. My phone downloads over 5G. It can download at like 300 Mbit, I think, and this one can only upload at like 150. I mean, it can go higher, but real world performance until now, it hasn't done above. What was it? It hasn't done above 150 download, but it's still more than fine. But upload, this thing has performed up to like 100 Mbit upload. Usually it's about 50 or 60, but it has performed 100 before, whereas my phone has not performed higher than like 40 or 50 at maximum. But like every time when I ran the tests side by side, this one runs like twice as fast. So yeah, no, that's kind of great, and that's kind of why I'm using it, and I'm going to be using it. So yeah. Let me see something. Dude, I got a notification that Rhett, like in the chat, he started following me, and I was like, what the hell? How did you find my personal? And then I was like, oh wait, no, that's not my personal Insta. That's my fucking. This is my account. Yeah, no, good shit. I was about to say like, what the fuck, man. Okay. Anyway, broken around is gonna be a whole workout at this point. This battery and the router, I'm not gonna carry I'm gonna be able to carry myself, mainly because like I'm gonna put it in a backpack, and I can't really wear that backpack while wearing the entire outfit. Like wearing the harness, I can't have a backpack. So I'm probably going to be giving that to someone else anyways. I mean, I'm going to be walking around with other people either way, because like I am holding the camera. I can't really be in the main part of the stream, which is fine, by the way. But yeah, so I'm going to have other people around anyway, so might as well give one of them the backpack. Well, that'll be fine. Let's see there. Yeah, make Icy carry it. I don't know how much I'm gonna walk around with Icy. I might, but I wanted to see if I can maybe do more of a stream on my channel this year. But I'm gonna be going 2 days either way, so or I'm probably gonna be going 2 days. Let me see. TwitchCon. Have they released tickets yet? Nope, still not. God damn it. Yeah. yeah. Go to the TwitchCon Twitter. Still call it Twitter. I don't give a fuck. May, June. No, it's gonna be May 30th and 31st in Rotterdam again, which is nice. So it's gonna be easy for me to get there. The call for content ended on January 28th. I'm expecting the TwitchCon tickets to be released within the next week or two. Maybe, yeah, within the next 2 weeks, I think the TwitchCon tickets will be released. That would track with the release dates of last year, I think. Let me see if I can find when I bought my ticket, or when I got, yeah. In my mail. Let's see. TwitchCon. Let's see. TwitchCon schedule got released in April. Okay, so the tickets last year released beginning March. Yeah, like March 1st or 2nd or something. So it's gonna release probably in like 2 weeks. That would make sense. Yo, Leo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? You're on study break. Well, nice. Welcome to the stream. We are building battery. We're building this monster of a battery. And then I have a back plate and I'm designing an entire case for it. So that's what we're doing right now. We're designing the case. Yay. Anyway, I'm getting my ADHD checked again this month. Okay, nice. I guess. Yes. So this is going to be the shape that we're going to be supporting. Then... So this is going to also be 5 mil. And then it's going to be... Am I going to do another 5 mils in? Yeah, I'm going to do another 5 mils in. So this is also going to be 5 mil. So this is going to be the support shape on that side. I mean, I could use this part as well because I have the space there. Like in between the... Oh, what's it called? No. Where's Dutch? Dutch. Here, translate. God damn it. Coil. God. Yeah, I forgot the name. So the gray part here is the coil, and then you have 2 capacitors besides it. So I could make use of this little area here and have a bigger support, but I don't think it's really necessary. So I'm not going to do it probably. What is that? This is a bigger version of this battery that I am building myself. So yeah, because I could buy another battery and that'd be like 200 euros, maybe 150, whatever, something like that. It'll be expensive. And right now I am making it myself for a bit cheaper and also learning a shit ton, which is cool. You know, we love learning. Anyway, my bro for real stream every blue moon. Dude, I'm trying. If I have something to share, if I have something to stream, I will stream it, such as this. Like, I'm doing this project and I'm enjoying it, and I'm doing it on my PC anyway, so I was like, might as well stream it, because it might be fun, and some people might enjoy it. A lot of people will probably look at this like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't understand anything. but some people will understand it, and that might be fun. Either way, I'm gonna stream and share what I enjoy doing, and I am doing this as a learning and experience project. So hey, yeah, that's why I'm live. But hey, welcome to the stream. I don't actually know how I would pronounce it. What are you building again? A battery. Those are the cells with the BMS on it, and I have USB ports. I have another USB port, a USB-C port. I have battery plate. I have D-tap plug, battery meter, just a bunch of things. Up3 does look cool. This is the first time I see any software other than Blender. Yeah, we have SolidWorks. We use it at my uni, so I already have it because of that. Like, I didn't buy it, of course. Don't pay for this shit. This is the school's license, but that's fine. I can use it for this. I just can't use it in a commercial way, and I'm not using it in a commercial way, therefore I am fine. Okay, now this part should be good. Oh, like completely good. I could add a little corner here still. I might do that. I can take a full 8.5 mils. Split there, split here. Delete that. Smart dimension, this one to here also be 8.5. Actually, this one I'm gonna make them collinear because they're the same depth. And then, yeah, I'm gonna make this 8.5. That should be good. So the resistors in here, then here's the two capacitors, and then I'm not gonna cut out this part, but it's just like any extra pushing force, any extra weight it can put on should be better, because it'll just support it more. I'm gonna remeasure this part once more. So this is 9. Yeah, 9 should be good. Oh. 9.0, so that would fit, and over here it would also fit, yes. 3D does look cool. I don't know, yeah, I'll read the same thing again. Also, I'm gonna yes, please save this. Okay, now this sketch can be a feature extruded cut, and then we're gonna do it up to next, which is gonna be here, therefore cuts it all away. Okay. Now we get interesting shapes. Now we get some weird shit, like yeah, it's kind of. But I mean, this is kind of what I said earlier. This is the same as it would be in, for example, in Tinkercad. Like it's just adding and subtracting shapes, because this all is built from, okay, not exactly one, because I have, this is like the big upper part, and then these are a few things that go down and whatever, and you have a few other shapes. Like this is added afterwards, but overall this is kind of adding and subtracting from one solid fucking block. I mean, I could start with one singular block and then add and subtract everything until I get this. Could. Won't, but could. It's easier to add some parts, such as this right here, to add that back after cutting everything out first. That's a lot easier in this case, but yeah. Okay. Now, am I gonna make the supports that go up to here? I mean, so I'm gonna support this one right here. This part, yeah, that here I'm gonna support it. Am I also gonna do that here is the question. I could do it. I could also add like a beveled edge, or like a beveled edge, a rounded corner in here to reduce load on this one layer, but they are going to be printed this way, so this is going to be one big layer either way. What I meant is, so this here's the back support that's going to stop, like if you push the USB-C, if you push on it, this is going to stop like the board from actually moving inwards anyway. Also the pins, but the pins are more locating because the pins are really fucking weak. But this back support's mainly what's going to stop you from pushing in the board. Now, if I... the print direction is going to be like horizontal in this current orientation. So these are going to be a few layers stacked on top of each other, meaning if you push in from this right, you'll kind of shear them off. What I could maybe do is add a little hole in here and either put a screw or put like... okay, this is going to sound really stupid, but I've done it before and it works really well. Put a little piece of wood in it, so like a skewer, a wooden skewer. Are you doing that right? Like, yeah, like a wooden skewer. If I put that in there, in the direction of like, no. Like, words. Yeah, okay, so basically, if I put the skewer in perpendicular to the layer directions, so at a 90-degree angle, that way it'll support that. I've done that before. I've made a handle for something, but since that had a certain profile, rounded profile, actually I can show that. Actually I have that as a file. Let me see. Where do I have it? No, it's here. 3D objects should be here. There we go. Okay. You gotta go. Hey, I'll see you later. Have a great rest of your day. Good luck studying, and I'll see you later. So 3D viewer. Basically, I have this thing. This is the profile I needed. And this hooks onto something and you can make a handle out of it. So basically what it's going to end up is this. Oh. Can I? Yeah. It's going to end up like this, and I'm going to basically hold it, if this is the shape, I'm going to hold it like this and I'm going to pull on it. So that means the direction of force is, in this case, to the left. Or like basically the direction of force is in the same direction as the layers are printed on top of each other, meaning it's going to be really weak. But because of this shape, I can't like turn it. I can't turn it 90 degrees to put it flat, because then it'll not print everything right. So I have to have it stand up like this to have the exact shape, but then it's going to be really weak. So what I did is, if I have it over here, basically I've made it like this. I've made two holes in there that fit a wooden skewer perfectly. Then imagine this being a lot taller, of course. Then again, that's really weak. But then I put the skewer in there, put a little bit of super glue in, and there you go. That thing hasn't broken ever, and I've carried a few kilograms with it. It's quite strong. It's actually really strong. So I could always do that to support it. It looks ugly as fuck, but it'll work. So I might do that here if I need to, or do it with like a little piece of iron wire or something. But I have ways to support it if necessary. Am I gonna build anything like that in here though? Like, am I gonna make it already to be like that, or am I just gonna see if this is gonna break at all? I could do that and then glue it back on, drill a hole through it, and have it support it. I think I'm gonna do the latter, meaning I'll just leave it like this. If it did break off at any point, I'll just drill a hole through, or I'll glue it back on, then drill a hole through it, then put a wooden skewer in there, and then it will never break again. So it should be fine. Anyway, yo Dolphin, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, am I gonna make this support right now? Is there anything here that's gonna be in the way of having a support there? Let me see. This is gonna be around about here, just about here. If I made the support out here as well. Oh, yo Dolphin, thank you so much for the 1 bit. I really appreciate it. Yeah. I'll show it right here. Basically, oh wait, put this down a lot. Also, I need to charge that soon again because it's kind of empty. Putting this right about where it's gonna be. So there's gonna be the space right here. Of course, I mean, of course, there's gonna be space because it's up against this. If I do the same here, I have this little connector. The little connector here is gonna be in the way of a direct support. So I'd have to have it out. Nah, I think I'm only gonna support it here on the back. That should be good. Should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. There we go. This one. So I'm gonna take the battery out again. Plug in my light. Okay. Let's see. So right on here, sketch on here. I'm gonna make it from that point what did it snap onto? Not onto there. Oh, it snapped onto the midpoint. Duh. Nice. Now it's snapped correctly. Yes. And it's gonna be very simple. It's gonna be features, extruded boss base. Up to next is gonna bring it, I think. Oh, is that gonna fully? Oh yeah, that. Oh. I thought it was gonna be up to this surface then, but it is good. Oh. Well. Ooh, I am seeing a problem. How am I gonna get that in there if this supports over here? Ooh. I have not thought about that. Whoa, that's dumb. How have I not seen this? How the fuck? I have made a big mistake. No, look at this. Okay. So, if I have this support bar here, and if there's going to be support over here to support this USB-C board, that means that I need to, if I want to push the battery straight in, there's this support on the bottom, like on the USB-C board. That support's going to be in the way of where the BMS needs to slide through. So I don't think I can do that. I mean, maybe I'll be able to angle it in a way, but I don't want to risk it. So I have to actually remove this entire piece. that entire support. So I could support it like going here and then going over. I can still support this this corner. I can still support the fuck. What is it? The hole. That's got enough space. I can support a bit here, but if I want to support this backside, yeah, if I want to support this this right here, and or go up and connect, I need to go over the coil instead of on the side past it. Okay, that is an interesting development. Yeah, I guess I'll have to redesign it. Fuck, that sucks though. It really sucks. Okay, in that case though, how thick is the coil? That's 6.8. 6.7. Let's just say it's 6.8, or maybe even make it a full 7. Okay. Fuck. Ah, that sucks. You know, I'm gonna remove this one for now, and the sketch. No, I'm not gonna remove the sketch. I am gonna remove the sketch though. Yeah, no, I will. I have to remake that anyway. Edit sketch. Fuck. Oh, that sucks. Yep. But I'm gonna have to remove. No, I don't have to remove everything. So anything up to here. No, actually further. Ah. Oh wait. Oh fuck. And I'm not even. Ah. I keep forgetting that I'm not even on the right scene. There's so much going on in my head right now. Holy shit. Oh, the other way around. Round about right here. Fuck. Oh, why does this have to be this way? Okay, so how far inwards can I go? So that's like 10 mils, I think. Pretty sure this is a 10 mil bit measure. This here is 9 mil. Is 9 mil even the right measurement for that? Yeah, that's the right measurement. Okay, so that's 9 mil. Make it 4 mils less. God damn it. Sorry, I can only make it 5 mil. Okay, so those are all going. And this entire bit. It's gonna go. This is gonna go up to here. All right. This one's also gonna go up to here, I guess. Then. this is 5 mils from there. I even made this wrong. Whoa. This is 5 mils from this edge, but this is already 4 mil. So this needs to be 9 mil. Jesus. What the fuck am I doing? Oh my god. Trust me, I am very smart. Then here I'm gonna go up to here, and back over. I can just delete that. Can that be 6.5? No, it cannot. But how much of it cannot be? It'll so barely fit. I'm gonna check the. No, you know what? I'm gonna assume it's up to there, just for safety. Even that, I cannot. Oh, that's so annoying. I can barely support it on this side. Let me get rid of that real quick. Delete that, delete that. I'm gonna continue this. Take this onto here. Can I do that safely? I might just barely be able to. Let me think. I will do it, but I'll do it in a different way. I'll pull this through. I'll make this one up to here. So that's a 6.5. Then I'm gonna make that at 90 degree. How big's the radius? I'm gonna first set this at a 90 degree. Oh. I'm gonna first set that at 90 degrees, and because then I can just adjust the radius to be 2 mil. Yeah, that's fine. And then drag this one to collide with this, and this one. This one. Dude, are you kidding? Thank you. Yes, but then have this be a radius of 2. Set that. Now can I still move it? Yes, I can, which sucks. This smart dimension to here. No. Smart dimension, this one to here. That's not. If that's 2, then this should be 2. What the fuck do you mean it's 1.97? Oh, because it's... There we go, now it's angled correctly. Okay, good. So that way I cut it out that way, yes. Again, this so fucking sucks, but hey. might have to actually even support it like from this side. I might have to drag something over here to support it this way. I mean, I could just attach a part here, like. This entire plate's gonna be a nightmare, by the way, for support material. Holy shit, that's gonna fucking suck, but it'll be alright. Okay, how do I do this? This one here. This distance is gonna be 9? It's 5 mils from there, yeah. Okay, and that is gonna be, how much was it? Wait. So 5 gets me there. 5 make it 6 mil. Six fucking millimeters. Yeah, that's absolutely fucking nothing. But hey, all I got, all I can do. Yeah, and I think it's 8 mils from the bottom, meaning. I can move a little bit here. Let's see, so there. Supporting, that's gonna be a hell. Because they're, okay, so basically, if I wanna add a support in a bit, that's gonna support from over like here, and that's gonna go over the coil and then connect to this part. Yeah, so if I wanna go up and then over and then here, so like, I could, but this thing goes above like the balancing lead connector for the BMS, right over, so that's up to like here, so it doesn't interfere with this. But if I make something down here that connects over there, then this needs to go past it, so I can't really do that, so I need that space out, so I might as well support it from this direction instead of going over this way. I might need to go either straight this way or diagonal, or just add a bigger surface here. Or I could just make it that it's only this stand right here, over here, and that it's just one pillar, and it'll probably get tied in with some supports of this at some point, and just hope that it's going to be fine. That you know what, it'll probably be fine. I'll connect it some other way. Yeah, that'll be alright. Yeah. Then, okay, we're gonna go here, go another sketch. Oh fuck, I'm out of the part. What did I, So I'm gonna go here, sketch. Exactly, and then features, emboss base to next, boom. There we go. And now it's supported on the back as well. Should all be fine. This should now fully support that board. Hopefully. Oh wait, bruh. God Damn it. Yeah, okay. This way. I swear to God, I suck at this. Like, trying to do 3D modeling while switching scenes, because I also need to show the stuff I have in front of me. Oh my God, it's hell. Like, as you can see, I suck at switching the scenes. I don't know why, but like, hey. Anyway, so yeah, we have this support here now. That should be supporting the entire USB-C board. Should be good. I hope so. Okay. Then, what's next? Next up is, am I gonna do the DTAP port first? I think I will, just to support that. Okay. So there's a few things with this. This back plate, kind of, the build quality kind of sucks. Radii aren't centered. The CNC cut, or CNC at least, the mill, yeah. So the entire inside's milled out of one block of aluminium, but I can see the path they took. Like I can see the cut pattern, which means the mill was probably like angled slightly, and it's really ugly. I mean, it worked fine because it's on the inside. It doesn't really matter too much, but it looks god awful. And if you want to design something on said inside, it makes it a lot more difficult. And then around the DTAP port, what you can see is that you have this shape right here. However, over one side, this side over here is shaped like this. So the little edge you have on here, let me show it up to my face. Show it here. So the little edge you have there, it'll fall into this. That'll be fine. But on this side, there's a little edge over here. So it can't sit flat. And I could try to remove that maybe, but I don't know how I would go on to do that exactly. Also, I think this entire thing is like coated, like powder coated, or something to protect it. So if I start to dig into that and take aluminium out, that means, you know, I'll damage that. And I kind of, you know, if it's protected this way, it'll be fine. I'm gonna actually measure how big that offset is. So this part should be... What the fuck is there? Dude, not in for fucking Christmas music right now. Jesus. Shit's already been... So this should be 1.1 mil. And it is 1.7. So that's 0.6 millimeters too thick. The problem is I could take it out of the plastic part here. However, the entire support it leans against is only a millimeter thick. So to remove 0.6 is literally removing 60% of its entire thickness. So it'll be left at like 0.4 millimeters. For the idea, 0.4 millimeters is slightly less than this little... You can't even fucking see it. Like, you see the little tiny... Yeah, this is 0.42. I can barely look through it. It is incredibly thin. So I can't really do that. It's about 1.5 times as thick as this paper tape, with like its backing paper, but like it's only 1.5 times as thick as that. It's really thin, so that it'll hold nothing. Meaning, if I try that, I'd weaken it so bad that it won't hold. I mean, it could partially hold because it'll only be the bottom part. Okay, if I do that, it'll sit flush, which looks a lot nicer, and I could easily support over the back. And what I mean with that is, so you have, whoa, so it looks like, dropped it. The part looks like this. So you have this little edge here, and you have it around like that. So that front part, it'll sit flush against, like, so this side will sit flush against the outside, and it does so on one side, but on the other side, because of that offset, it doesn't. Now it'll look nicer, and I can then make so to be able to support it by when you push back on it, when you plug something in, I could make the wall like stick out a little bit and go over it so you slide this thing in. I could do that. Or I could go all the way behind it and like on this back side support it there. But either way, it would have to be at like an angle, and it would suck. So if I make this straight, then it won't be a problem anymore, and I could just easily support it. But I'll get rid of a little bit of support of this. Should I do that though? I mean, I could. Holy sh! What the fuck? Hold on. I looked behind me, and there's snow outside. There's fucking snow. And like thick snow as well. Oh, I'm so fucking screwed. Well, that's fun. So I'm going for my motorcycle license, and the exam was supposed to be on January 12th this year, and it got cancelled because of ice and snow, and it was dangerous and cold. And now I have my exam in a week, like in a week and 1 day, so not next Monday, but the Monday after that. And now it's snowing, and I have my first lesson again tomorrow. Yeah. I already knew it was going to be cold, but I swear to God, if this shit gets if I have to cancel it again, dude, I have the wind chill, like the temperature that you'd feel. It feels like -9 degrees Celsius. What the fuck? Dude, there's no fucking way. Oh my God. Well, it's gonna keep snowing. It's gonna fucking keep snowing. Tomorrow I have my lesson at 2. It won't snow then, but oh my God. It depends on how much sun there's gonna be, if it's gonna melt. Oh God. Oof. Oh my fucking God. And on Thursday I have another lesson, and the wind chill is gonna be up to -12. And the time I'm gonna have to drive it's gonna feel like -7, with an actual temperature of like 0 to 1 degree Celsius. Oh my fucking God. I am going to die. That is not okay. Holy shit. Oh, I'm so fucking screwed. At least on... I have another lesson on Saturday? Oh yeah, Saturday I'm also... Saturday feels up to -5. Or down to -5. Sunday it's going to feel no lower than 0 with an actual temperature of like 8 degrees Celsius. And on Monday it's also going to be cold as shit. And they're oh my god. And on Saturday when I have another lesson there's also going to be a little bit of snow. Thursday at least it won't. Oh my fucking god, it gets worse with the day. Like, I already saw that the temperatures, like, okay, about a week ago, or half a week ago, I saw that the temperatures were going down, and it was going to be cold. I didn't know it was going to be this cold. Oh my god, it's still snowing. How long has it been snowing? Wait, let me check. How long has it been snowing for? This explains why I'm feeling so fucking cold. Remember at the beginning of the stream, I was like, dude, I'm feeling so cold. Yeah, no, this explains exactly why. When did it start? Okay, so it started about an hour ago. Like, it started with a little bit of wet snow and a little bit of rain and cooling down and everything. And I can just see it slowly get more and more white. Ah! Fuck! You know what, we don't get snow often, so it's nice to see some snow, but like, how did it get timed that last time when I had my motorcycle exam, it was snowing that week, so it got cancelled. And then now, it's snowing again on the... Like, I think last time it started snowing the day before I was supposed to have my first lesson again. So it started snowing on Sunday, I think. And then I had a lesson on Monday. Right now, it started snowing on Sunday, and I have a lesson tomorrow on Monday. What the fuck? The history decided to abso-fucking-lutely repeat itself. And if it actually is repeating, then that means that the coming week, it's gonna just keep on snowing a little bit, and the entire country might be fucked. Last time it started off being a little bit fucked, and then the entire country shut down, pretty much. Like the Netherlands isn't built for a lot of ice and snow and cold weather. It ain't built for that shit. So trains weren't driving. They advised everyone to just stay the fuck home. This was dangerous on the roads. I mean, it was. I felt like the snow beneath the tires of my mom's car, and they were still summer tires, and it was slippery as fuck. Like I was. Like if you pull up or if you start driving slowly, it's fine, but if you then, like, I was rolling a bit and then I was like, okay, let's see what happens if I just fucking floor it. Nothing happened. I just kept going slowly. I could feel the tires, they were just spinning out. It was crazy. Same with braking though. If you like, you have to slow down really slowly, because if you just brake at any point, nothing will really happen. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. You just fucking slide. It's insane. So yeah, that's fun. I am fucked. Anyway, let's not focus too much about the motorcycle lessons I have, and let's continue building the battery. Because that is something I can do something about right now. Okay, let's see. So there's this little edge. Should I try to shave that down a little bit? I could. And how much would I need to do that for? 3.5 mil. But I need. Should I do that with a knife? Should I should grind it away. I don't have anything to grind it with. I don't have a Dremel here. That downstairs somewhere. So I'm just gonna try to cut it away with a knife. See if that gets me anywhere. I could also just entirely remove that part of the support. Then I'd be done with that problem in and of itself, like entirely. I could, because it's not the entire height. It's not the full height. Kind of debating whether I should or shouldn't do that. Okay, so it's not the full height that has that. So it would still be supported on the little top part, and it would still be supported on the part that I'm going to print. Wait, let me make that visible real quick. So I'm cutting away basically the part that sits right here, because over here, am I saying that correctly? Yeah, over right here there's a little bit of aluminium left, so I'm cutting away at the support on the plastic that overlaps that part. And if I'm not mistaken, if I cut that out just entirely, like I could remove 0.6 millimeters, but that's very difficult. If I remove the entire bit, then it would still be supported here and all the way up here, and of course on the other side and on the top. And then I could just drop a support down like to the back and then over the back, and it should be fine. These are famous last words. It should be fine. That usually means it will not be, but hey, we'll see. Okay, so let me check again. The amount I need to remove is a height of about 3.5 mils. So that's up to there. Okay, that should be it. Just took like this little corner out. Let's see if it fits now. Why doesn't it fit fully yet? Why doesn't it fit? Right. also thicker? There's no way. I feel like it's more flesh, but like, is it enough? Oh, I might need to shave that down a little bit. Okay, wait. Wasn't entirely fleshy yet. Okay, now. There we go. Hell yeah. Wait. Now it sits entirely flush. Hey, let's go. That's what we like to see. Stuff is working out. Okay. Okay. So, now that that fits, okay. Again, okay, now that that fits, what am I gonna do? I am gonna design the support for it. It's like that back support that I was talking about. Okay. So this fully inserts into here. I can fully just no, it's that simple. Wait, if this fully sits into here, basically if that port fully sits there, that back side, oh yeah, the back part of this support plate over here, so this, like this side, like this side right here of those supports, that's already flush with this inner wall. So technically I can just put a plate on here and it'll be good, like this shape. Put a plate with exactly that shape on there, then I can just slide it in, like I just slide the port in. Okay. Guess I'm going to do that then. Okay. How will I do that correctly though? Will I put a plate on here and then cut out? Or will I... Okay, will I... Okay, yeah, am I gonna put a plate on there and then cut out the middle again? Or am I gonna... I think I'll just go like this, sketch, no, actually I'll make it quite a bit bigger. To properly fucking overlap. Smart dimension from here to here is gonna be 3 mil. 3 mil is fine. Here as well, 3. And this one here is gonna also be 3 mil. Should be all right. But then. There, this, put that over there, then split this one right here, split this one right here. Split right here and split right. Split again. Whatever, I'll do that, sure. Drag this here. That one's there. Good shit. That should be good. Because then if I feature extruded boss, okay, not up to next, blind, and I'm gonna do 3 millimeters again. 3 mils will get me over there. That would be safe because that means it's gonna actually have some support. Yeah, I'm gonna do a 3 mil. There we go. So that port should just slide into here now. It should be good. Huh. Oh, that's nice. But then this bottom part that matches with like. Okay, so that's one thing. I might have it go further down because. Okay. As you can sort of see right now, the port goes down further, but the support stops right about right there. So I might have it go down to this level, sort of. Which, how far is that? How far is this face off of this? That's not far. So if I pull it down to here, because that's already a reference I have in this model, or in the case, if I pull it down to that level, that should be good enough. Should be more than far enough. Yeah. However, pulling it down that far won't actually be that strong, because that's just, yeah. Okay, no, I'm not gonna. I can't really do that. I could, but okay. Thing is, layer direction again. If I pull it down further, then it's not gonna be attached to anything. Like right here. Oh. The entire, like, this structure is attached to the side, like the case. It's attached to it. So these layers, this direction, they loop around the port. But if I drag it down, it'll like go over it, but it won't attach to anything else. So it's just this little pillar, which is going to be really weak. I mean, it might hold, it might be extra to just keep it in place, but it won't actually hold anything. If I push it, it'll go easily. So maybe I'll do that, but maybe I'll get it, like if it goes down further, then the layer direction just shears off still. And how much would it actually help? It would help from there. It's only like 3 millimeters. No, I'm not gonna do it. Nah, won't help anything. There's only just, I mean, it won't do harm to add it, but it also won't really help. So I might as well not do it, and we'll just see. It'll probably be fine. Let's see. Okay, so we now have the DTAP port supported. Now I guess it's time for, so yeah, where the LEDs are gonna be at some point. I don't think I'm gonna even make in the model. I mean, I might add it. I don't even know what LEDs I want to use for it though. Preferably I'd use those tiny SMD LEDs like Solaron, but I don't have them separately. And if I use bigger LEDs, it'll look ugly, I think. Let me see what I have. Okay, let's grab a box of electronics. So I have a bunch of different types of stuff, and LEDs included. Most of them are, wait, by the way, there. So most of them are these kinds of LEDs. Do I have something else? No, I don't. Fuck. I mean, I don't even necessarily need to have that to be able to see those LEDs. I don't need it per se. It's just gonna. It's nice to be able to see what that thing, what the USB-C board outputs, like what it says about the battery. I always have that separate display, but that's just, I have to press it to trigger it to see what happens. And I haven't been, okay, to use the USB-C board, it needs to be attached to a battery, and for some reason it needs to first charge the battery a bit to be to like start up for the first time, which is really stupid. So I'm waiting for a little resistor to arrive tomorrow or Tuesday or something, and I have to like take off the current one and put on the new one, then attach it to the battery, and then I can try to see how or what. But I have to wait for that to be able to see the rest of the behavior of the LEDs. So I don't know if they're going to be useful, which sucks. But I think I'll just wait, and by that time I could always just drill holes in the case. What I could do is I could make a few little like dots, so I can center a drill on that, and I can just drill it out like that, but not have to. So there might just be 4 little random dots in there, like not holes, but just, yeah. Actually, I also kind of wanted to like engrave some text on it. So, yeah, so wait, let me explain that. So, for example, on this one, in the plastic, you can see the little text of like what every port is. So it says like C in out, 8-volt out, 12-volt out, USB A. That would look the nicest if it's on the bottom, like on this part. On like on here on the outer face, because that's what it's gonna print on. So it would look the best then. But if I do it on the side, that means it's in between the layers. It might look like shit. It might look decent. Are we gonna try it? Maybe. I could try it. I don't know how good it's gonna look though, because it's like really thin. Should I do it? Yeah, realistically, what's the damage? There's no damage done if I do it and it ends up looking kind of bad. I mean, it might look bad, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go here, sketch. Sketch. There we go. Okay. And then we're gonna add text. Text. I'm gonna center. What the fuck? I mean, theoretically, it's going to stand up like this, with this being the top, so this might not be a bad idea. That might not be a bad idea. I was thinking of having this like rotated 90 degrees, but honestly, if it stands up like this, anyways, that it's not even that dark. Which way is this text? This text this way, and it's like the. It might actually be decent. Actually, I am going to capitalize all of the letters. Can I? But I kind of wanted to put the LEDs over here, like right on top of the port, so that's why I kind of decided the text would then be above it or the text would be below it. this. Can I rotate this easily? How can I rotate this? I don't even know. I don't even know, bro. What? Ah, rotates. Haha. Rotate 90 degrees. Oof. Oh, there. Do I like it this way? I don't know. I need to know the full width of this. Fuck. I could also try... What if I put this here? I mean, that's gonna be... Ooh, barely not. Don't like the way it looks. Oh, that looks awful. I mean, I would really like some text on here. That would be really nice. Makes it less of just a random fucking box. Then should I do it this way? Because okay, on this battery, this is the front, the outside, so that's the top in the model currently, like the top, and the text is oriented so that if you look at it from that front, you look at the top and then you can see the text. However, the way this is currently oriented means you would have to look at it from the back side, but from the front side it would be upside down. Or again, I could just rotate it so it's like this. So it's correct in this orientation. You know what? I don't really know. Let's try this again. So, 90. Oh wait, 80. Okay. If I did this, for example, like if I put it here, I could. Looks a little bit weird from this angle, but if I look at it straight on, it's alright actually. It's not that bad. But then I can't put like the LEDs right besides here, which is what I was thinking of doing. I was thinking of doing them like basically like somewhere here. That means this one can't be here. I don't know. I don't know for sure. By the way, if for anybody watching right now, if you haven't followed yet, make sure to follow. Make sure to join the Discord. And if there's any questions about what the hell I am doing, feel free to ask. Anyway. If I put this here, that's on this side, because I'm not going to put the LEDs in here anyway. I might put the LEDs like over here. And I can put them here in a row, or I can put them like this in a row. Could be nice if I do like right here. Because wait, one of these LEDs. So the diameter is 5 mil. Okay, so that's 5 millimeters. Let's space them 5 apart as well. So then I'd have a line from, let's say, about here. And it would need to be 4 times the 5 millimeters plus 3 spaces in between, so that's 35. Okay, that's too far. Okay, now 3 times, let's say. Oh, that they get very close then. It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, that would end up there. 1, 2, 3. What if I put them right next to each other, like 2 millimeters apart? It's only 26. This could work. Get me right over to the edge, though. This is, by the way, this is the outside of them. This is not the center of the LEDs. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? That's something I'm going to probably worry about later. I will, however, just put like a few dots down. Should I put them at the full size? No, wait. First, make these equal. Oh. Damn it. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Make them equal, and then give them the dimension of 1 mil. Should be the diameter. Yeah, diameter of 1 millimeter. And this one to here. Wait, actually, no, not smart dimension. I'm gonna do this. And put them in horizontal. Put them vertical. And then add dimensions between this. So it's 5 millimeters, so that's 2.5 times 2, so that's yeah, from the heart of each LED it's 5 mils in total, and then we're gonna add how much are we gonna add? Let's say, how much is this? Let's say 2 millimeters in total, so that gives me 7. Then this to this, 7. And then this to this is also gonna be another 7. And also the last thing from here to here, we're gonna make it so that's 2.5. Add, I don't even know what it is. Ah, God damn it. Oh, but there's a capacitor on that side, so I need to watch out. Fuck. I would probably have to make it about 15 millimeters. Oh, that's so far. God. See, and then because of that, that's why I kind of was like, I can put this in between here. but I don't like the text direction then. So I'll turn it. I will turn it. So this, modify sketch, rotate it by 90 degrees. Oh, for fuck's sake, that also turns the other. How else can I fucking turn this? Oh, so I could have added this with a linear sketch pattern. Nice. I am very smart. Yeah, I literally could have just done that. Forgot that was a thing. How the fuck do I rotate this? How the hell? Properties? Oh. Dude, that rotates the text itself. That looks awful. Okay, the fuck? Dude, why is this so hard? Why is this so difficult to do? Well, we'll just fucking leave it then. Okay, I'll put it there. And we're gonna not sheet metal features, extrude a cut. Okay, so how is it gonna cut this? Is it gonna cut completely? Yes, it is. We're not gonna cut it through. We're gonna go blind and cut like 1 mil. Oh, 1 mil. I'll get us barely dented in. There you go. Oh, that looks that O looks trippy as hell. Took me like 3 moves to fucking properly see what shape it was. Okay, anyway. Yes. Now I can finally go onto the USB-A ports. Okay. Let me put everything together. Okay, so let me show. We're currently like this. So we're currently working with this kind of what it's gonna look like. And then have to think about how these are. Is it still snowing by the way? It is still snowing. Wait. Let me check that out first. Oh my god. there's like an actual thick layer of snow now. Holy shit. Yep. That's gonna be fun. Okay. Whatever. Going down. Okay. So we've got the USB-A ports. I was thinking if I do it like this. They're kind of close together, but that's, I think that's alright. And now I have to have them like this. Or do I put them the other way around? Doesn't really matter too much. What would be easiest is if I did them like this, like opposite directions. But it would also not be a very good idea because that doesn't look very good. So I'd probably end up like this. What do I do here? Let me see what I designed. How do I? If I wanted this here, would that be smart? Probably not, but hey. So I was thinking is like clicking them in there. But now I'm kind of thinking like how did I envision that? So put this here. I think I had them the other way around though, but like still. So I have them goes around, but then I'd need the support for the other one over here. So I'm like, how was I? Or I could make two supports on the back. No, that wouldn't be very useful either. Another support material there. Fuck! How am I gonna do this? I'm genuinely questioning like how the fuck did I plan on doing this? I've put them here. Put them on here, then I can click one in, or wait, I can click one in like this, but then second one kind of like it will be in the way. Because then to click this in I need free space like above there. Huh? And I could also just put like, I could theoretically put them on that side as well, or do something other. Could put them on this side. Oh wait, you can't. I can't show that properly. Could put them on this side, pointing outwards, but I want to put them like this. It's still difficult to see because I can see it in 3D, you guys cannot. But about there. Or I would need to make something that there to get. How do I make it so that it clicks in place? Support it from the back, and they can both go in there. preferably being angled sideways like this. Again, if I click one, that'll work. And I'd have to place them really far apart. I mean, I could. Oh. That is kind of difficult. Fuck. I don't know. Okay, now again, let's say put one here, it doesn't look very good, but it has to be able to fit on the inside as well, because I need to support it from the back side, which means it needs to be, so it needs to be supported from like this direction, because the force is going to be applied that way, like to the bottom left in this case. So it needs to be supported here on the back. Yeah, okay. So the force is going to point in this left direction if the port's going to be over here. I mean, it's also going to pull it back, but like the PCB is going to hold it in. Okay, but it's going to point in the left direction, so it needs to be supported from here. And this one doesn't have any locating holes, so it also needs to be needs to be supported like side to side motion. So I could make like a fully shaped box that it fits into, and then it clicks into the back. But again, that was kind of my plan. But again, then it needs to click in, and I don't know how well I can do that. Not with two of them next to each other. You know what? We're literally just gonna fucking try shit. Okay. How far above this is it gonna be? Just means I'd have to, oh wait, but that's where those supports are as well. So I'd have to get it. Okay, so those boards are gonna be like up here. Oh wait. Yo, MS, what's up, man? How you doing? So those boards are gonna be placed like right about here. This with the right view, like over there, in that direction. So I'd need to get it like above this. Oh. Click it in, and then click the other one in, but again, above this thing. Hello, hello, how are you doing? No, I'm just gonna start fucking drawing. Okay. Not doing just fine. You having a stream fever. You've been streaming more and more lately. Not much, but still. I'm trying, okay? If I have something to stream, if I have something I'd like to share, then I'll stream it. such as this project. I like to stream this because hey, I want to share this, and it's fun. But I usually don't really have anything because I don't really play games anymore. So I don't have games to stream because I don't play the games. I might do some more VR streams if I want to and have the time, because the issue the last time. Oh yeah, actually I was going to show this in this stream as well. The issue last time was that the VR headset, I had to connect it through Airlink, and it was kind of sucked in quality for me. But that was the only way to have it not fucking empty, or not die completely on me. But you can have the link cables, and I bought something like that. So this one right here goes into the VR headset. This one USB 3 or 3.2 into my PC, and then this one, hey, it's a cable with 3 ends. What? Look, it splits here, and you can inject power. So I can plug this into a power delivery compatible charger, this into my PC, and this one goes into the headset while so it charges it while also having a high-speed data connection to my PC. So then I can actually use it for an entire stream without it dying completely, and have better quality, a better display quality for me, because it was a bit pixelated sometimes last time, and it really sucked. How do you not play games though? What happened? I'm studying, and I'm doing a lot more things with IRLs, and I'm also I'm doing a lot more of just studying itself and doing stuff with IRLs. I've met a lot more people over the last like 2 years, so yeah, and I don't really enjoy the games anymore that much. I just don't. But then I got the 3 games of I Expect You to Die, which are really fun. But yeah, I'll just have to find the time to do that again, maybe this week as well. But I'm probably going to do more of this project this week. But yeah. Also, so I guess full college/uni life, yep, sort of. Also, there is one thing though, that, well, you're probably currently the only one that's going to hear this, but I will announce it in my Discord later as well. In about a week's time, so next Saturday that is, so almost a week time, but next Saturday I'm going to do another stream. That one's going to be in Dutch, however, and it's going to be one of my friends again. Okay, so we've done a few streams on Kick of my friends, but this one's going to be most likely on my channel, because this one isn't going to be a 24-hour challenge, but they are going to do something stupid again, another challenge. What they're going to do is they're going to do like the deaf, blind, speechless, and they're going to cook in 3 teams, and they're going to have like a contest of who cooked the best. But they're gonna either bake or cook something, and it's gonna be a fucking shit show. I have no clue. I'm gonna try to figure out what they're gonna do as a recipe, but yeah, I'm gonna make that a whole fucking production. So they were like, hey, do you want to stream this again? And I was like, hell yeah, that's gonna be fun. So somewhere here, I am blind, where do I have it? Somewhere here. Somewhere. I don't see it. Oh, here. Yeah. I might use for especially for the person who's blind, I might use a GoPro for a POV, but this thing is old and kind of sucked, and it hasn't been... I've managed to get it to sort of stream or to sort of do something, but it also kind of doesn't really work that well. So if I can, I'll do a POV of the blind person, but I can't guarantee that. But we're gonna have like my big camera. We're gonna have like 2 or 3 webcams around in the kitchen. This is not gonna be at my house, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna set up a whole fucking production. Probably stream it for... I want to stream it from my PC, but I probably will have to end up doing it from my laptop. It's going to be powerful enough, it's just you know, it's a little bit more portable. Either way, I'm bringing a shit ton of gear over, but whatever. So yeah, the stream will probably be in Dutch. Did you pick up one, like all of them? Maybe. But yeah, no, the reason why it's in Dutch, like, I can probably get them to put on a filter on their speech to not say anything that'll get me banned. That's kind of why we didn't do the 24-hour challenges on my channel, because because it's so hard, the challenge, they usually ended up saying some stuff that's not okay. That would probably get me banned. Sorry, it would definitely get me banned. But since this is not one of those challenges, I can probably get them to filter. But yeah, so that's going to be really fun. So look out for that. Again, it'll be in Dutch because, you know what, I'll give them that. But yeah, we'll see. I'm really looking forward to it. I know most details of what we're going to do and what's about to happen and all, but not all yet. We'll see. This one's gonna be about over here, something like this. So this is kind of the way it's gonna look. Sort of. Let's see, what's the thickness of this? Also 0.3, outside 5.74. So that is, oh wait, fuck. Gonna look sort of like this. Yep, I am very smart. Yeah, I had to study, but I had to take a gap year now, so I'm just figuring stuff out now. Okay. So that is, fuck. Thickness is 5.75 minus 2 times the 0.3. So that gives me 515. And then this is gonna be 1325. So 1325 minus 2 times 0.3, 1265. Okay. So I'm gonna collinear equal. Okay, and this is going to be parallel and equal. These ones are also going to be collinear. And now I can decide the distance between these two. Let's say, for example, 19. And then this to this, 0. And this to this. That was gonna be... how much is this? This is... that's 1 mil, so that's 11. No, let's make it 12. Here to here, let's make that 0. Okay, now this should be a nice display of what the USB ports are going to do, or where they're going to sit. Then the total height. Let's add like 3.5 mil. This one's for construction and a dimension of 3.5 on top of that. And that's where, okay, so there's a bunch of distance between these two still, if I put them right above that. Now, is that right? Do it like this. Be there. I think that gives me plenty of distance. Yeah, that should be alright. Like we're at the part right now that I'm just gonna do shit and see what happens. Okay. So this we are gonna feature. Also, I might add the. Yeah, no, I'm gonna add that as well. I'm gonna add the display immediately. That is 15 mils. Okay, wait. I am gonna sketch smart dimension here, make that 15. Oh, that's big. That motherfucker's big. Where's that coincident? Fuck off. That's a lot larger than I thought it was. That's what she said. So that's 40 millimeters. Oh god. That is pretty big. That's what she said. Again. Okay. How thick is it? 2.8, so that's thicker than the fucking case on this side. God damn it. I could also just put it on this side. Wait, maybe. Thought I could also just put it here and then leave these LEDs out. Do I do that though? No, I think I will just put it. I think I will be putting it over here. So it was 40 by 15. 40, 15. This looks so much more rectangular than this. Damn, what the fuck? Well, fun. that. No. How do I get this in the middle? It's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. I could make it this and this. Just A. Yes. And then also make this to this be driving. Fuck off. Dude. How do I do this? What the fuck? Okay, can I maybe then features measure how wide is this again? That is 82. 82 minus the 40 mil gives me 42 divided by 2 gives me 21. Nice. Yeah, it's 21. Okay. 21. Okay. And this is 4.09. And this is currently 8.64. This is a distance of 27.555. 27.55 minus 15. 1255. 1255 divided by 2 gives me 6.275. So then we get it at. I'll do 6 mil from the top. This should get it in the middle, but it doesn't. It looks weird with all of this. Makes it look a little bit better. I don't think I'm happy with the way it looks right now. Also, getting this to be inserted is gonna kind of be weird, because I think I'm gonna have to like glue it down or like stick it down with some tape or something, because this doesn't have anything of an edge to press outwards into the case. So if to get it flush, I can't just push it up against an edge. Like I'd have to actually insert this somewhere. And then like have a hole for the cables probably, or for the wires. How am I gonna do this? I don't actually know. I don't know. What I do know is that I'm probably gonna have to go eat soon, because it's already 6:24. Damn, time's been flying by. How long have I been live? I've been live for almost 4 hours. What the hell, dude? That's insane. Time's flying by, I guess. How's the snow? Is it still snowing? Let me see. Oh yeah, it's still. Oh my. Is it snow or is it raining? Dude, I can't even properly see if it's snow or if it's rain. I don't even know. It's something. Yes, it is something. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Mm. Let's for now at least make it a extruded cut. Yeah, sketch plane to next, which is that. Okay, so then it looks like this. Oh, that looks so weird. Like these are equal, this is equal, but then this one's offset because this is centered on the whole thing, but not on this. Oh, that looks awful. God. No, actually, that looks horrible. Right? I mean, it might look fine-ish in the end, but right now, if I look at it, I'm like, dude, that does not look good. But like, do I put it on this side then? Do I just put it like here? Because I could just put it right here. So it's then on the side. It's on the side here, and I could still put these LEDs like below it, maybe? Ooh. I don't know. You know what? I'll probably figure this out off stream. And I have this feeling that I will be ending the stream. Because again, I'm gonna probably have to go eat soon anyway. So, you know, might be a good moment to end the stream then as well. Oh, this is so annoying as well. Wait, first this. So the thickness of this display is, let's give it a 2.8. The thickness of the wall on the side that the USB-C port is going to be 2.65. This wall thickness 2.65. So I can't do the same as I did with this, where I just put like a plate on the back, just on the inside, and then cut out the hole before. I can't just cut out a hole, put a plate on the back, and boom, because it'll not be fully seated. So I have to make it raised like literally a fraction of a millimeter just to have it flush on the outside. Yep. Fun. But I do want it flush. So here I measured 2.73. Here I measured 2.79. Why does it get thicker? .84. 2.82. 84. 7.5. Why is it less over here? Makes no sense. Either way, I have to raise it. So yeah, that's fun. But for now, for anybody that is still watching, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And I will see you guys again some other time. Probably next Saturday then. But besides that, have a great rest of your day, night, whatever it is. Probably day though, or evening now. At least for me, it is evening now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see. Let's see. Is there anybody live that I want to raid? Should I raid blocks? Yeah, we'll raid blocks. There's nobody active. It doesn't fucking matter, but there we go. So anyway, if you are still watching, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Other than that, I'll see you guys again very soon. And yeah, let's see. Goodbye.